as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Back to throw here. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to third and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. McCaffrey. What a spin.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Cook down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
The ball's out, McCaffrey lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Call that a 46-yard punt with with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score in this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when he snapped it over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. And with points at an extreme premium here in a 0-0 game, that could be a big special teams play right there.
That's an advantage play. Someone create an advantage for their team, give them an opportunity, and special teams is usually a terrific starting point for that. Blocking the punt, now they've given themselves a chance, and it sees momentum.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Shutting the tackler, and it gives him some room. The 30. Christian McCaffrey, 77 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Dante Jackson.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll set up to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
On the carry.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap is going to look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll make it third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Out of the gun now on third down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is...
For the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
The kick is
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's...
His pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
second down and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And caught down. And the Vikings pick up the football. Accelerating, and off he goes. Bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. look to throw here. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. It's good, and it's 21-10.
It's the score. Vikings 21, Panthers 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Into the secondary again. And finally brought down at the 43. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The Vikings 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He juked him and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have the Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
2nd and 11 now. Back to throw. Side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw again. Getting open there and finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
On the carry.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
6-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Carolina.
To throw. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's